Okay, so this is our last notes here on just the problem solving part of it, where I give you some examples. And I gave you exponential growth, and I just want to show you an example of exponential decay. You can kind of see the general form, y equals some kind of fraction to the x. Okay, same thing here. We're going to do a data table. We're going to put in x's, and again I just do a general range here for these. I just do -2 and -1. I do 0, that gives me the y-intercept, and then I do 1 and 2 positive on the other side, and it gives me like a nice spread, and I can kind of see what's going on. Okay, and then I'm going to plug in the x for the x portion of the function, and it'll tell me what y is. Okay, so let's just do these. So first we have -2. So what I'm going to have is 1/3. Let me change that. It's going to be 1/3, and that's going to be to the -2 power. Okay, and what that results in is I do -2 to both. Okay, but 1 to the negative doesn't give me much. But in the end, I'm going to have 1 over 3, or 1 over 3 to the -2, which is 1 over 9. But then it's the -2, so then I have to flip it. So in the end, it should be 9. And we've gone over those in class, and if you're still having trouble with them, you just need to see me or do something on IXL or Alex, whatever, to help yourself understand those. Okay, then we have -1, 1/3 to the -1, so that's just going to be 1/3, or I'm sorry, 3. And then it's going to be 1 over 3 to the -1, that's just going to be inverted, and it's going to be 3. So here we have 1/3 to the 0, it's going to give us 1. And then we're going to have 1/3 to the first. That's going to be 1/3. And then it's going to be 1/3 squared, and that's going to be 1 to the 9th. And this is really, if you remember, we did the exponential growth. We started with 1/9, and we end up with 9 on the bottom. This way it kind of gets switched because of the fraction. So let's go ahead and plug these points in, and we'll be done. So we have -2 for x right here, and then we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, somewhere about there. And then we have -1 and 3, -1 and 3 is right there. Make it a little bigger. And then we have 0, 1 right there. And then we have 1 and 1/3. So we have 1, probably about there. And then we have 2 and 1/9, probably about there. And then I'm just going to plug or draw a line here. Try to do as best I can. So there's my line. That's exponential decay. And again, we have this horizontal asymptote. So it's going to come really close to this x-axis here, but it's never going to quite touch it. And we could just keep going, putting 10 in here, and it'll never become 0 for y. It'll get smaller and smaller and smaller, but never become 0. And that forms that line. The graph, the function, just keeps riding that x-axis and never quite touches it. So that's an example of exponential decay and how to graph it. And add this to your notebook. That should be all of them. If you've done the other 3, and you should be able to do most of the homework that's been assigned. Thanks.